The following program is an Animal House radio production.
Yeah, weird story. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike, as always, my favorite thing. Give me your nuggets, buddy.
Okay. Well, a nutritional nugget today, I was thinking about something interesting to talk about, and I've seen a lot of dogs and cats this week with problems with their dental hygiene, and that seems to be the number one disease that I see actually in my clinic. And so I sort of wanted to talk a bit about how nutrition can help that. You know, when we talk about dental disease, if I said something to you, how you can prevent your dog from getting dental disease, everybody's going to think, oh, let's brush my dog's teeth. It's fascinating, but I have one person in my clinic who brushes her cat's teeth every day, and I have one person who brushes their dog's teeth every day. Now, I have more than 2 clients in my clinic.
Sure, of course.
It's a very difficult thing to do, understandably so. But, you know, people seem to want to do that, and then they end up doing it once a month and think that's enough, and it typically isn't. So what people typically do is then they go to the grocery store and see, you know, tartar control treats. And they need to warn everybody that tartar control means if it controls 2% of tartar, you can call it tartar control. So it's really not doing the job it should. And we don't want to just control tartar, we want to control plaque as well. So there are a few diets on the market that are really excellent. I would encourage you to call your veterinarians and ask them what they are. And these diets are really designed to help prevent plaque and tartar. And you want to make sure if you're getting a diet or anything that you really want to, you know, kill tartar and plaque in your dog's mouth, you got to make sure it has the VOHC seal, which is the Veterinary Oral Health Council seal.
It's kind of like what they have on toothpaste for...
Right, exactly, yeah. And you want to make sure that it has that seal. Otherwise, there's really no proof that it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's essentially it. There are a lot of dental diets. You know what makes it easy about that? You either feed your dog that or cat that exclusively, or you can even feed it as treats, but at least they're getting something every day.
Sure.
I think we'd all agree that you need to do something every day, and brushing your dog's teeth or your cat's teeth once a month isn't going to cut it, or once
What
a
about
week.
certain treats? Because I know there are treats on the market that are marketed extremely for, hey, take care of your dog's teeth.
Well, there is one treat out there that is VOHC approved.
Oh, okay.
However, they're quite expensive, and never mind that, they are so high in calories. If you have a skinny dog, great. If you have a dog...
Is that the green one?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's a...
'Cause I always thought that green one was
I know,
specific.
and it's not. They're not. Well, I mean, they claim
They
that
do
are,
it,
but it's
but
not.
yeah.
It doesn't have the VOHC seal on it.
Seal of approval.
Exactly. But there's 450 calories for 2 little medium bones. That's a lot. That's a lot of calories. So a lot of these dogs are eating these, and you want, of course, again, you're going to want to give it daily. If you're giving 450 calories of treats every day, we're going to have some pretty fat kitties and fat doggies. So that's why I think the diet is the easiest way to go, because most of these dental diets, because they use a fiber matrix system for the way they control tartar, are a little lower in calories. For instance, one of the ones I'm thinking about has 227 calories per cup. So you can feed a whole cup of food, and it's got half the calories of 2 of those little medium bones that you'd find at the grocery store.
Jeez.
So there you go.
Interesting stuff, and that is Dr. Mike's Nutritional Nuggets, brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition, the makers of Science Diet and Prescription Pet Food. Please ask your veterinarian for more information, or go to the local pet store and ask them for some more information. Right now, one of our good sponsors, and this is something that I could have used when I had my own dog, and I still have my own dog, Romeo, when he was a puppy, was someone who can really teach me lifestyle obedience for myself and for my puppy. Yeah, lifestyle obedience for me. And we have Lisa, who's the founder of Dealing with Dogs, on the line right now. And Lisa, let me ask you a question. Can you teach me obedience?
Hey, Aaron. Hi, Dr. Mike.
Hi, how are you?
Can I teach you obedience? Well, I don't know about that.
Well, you can teach me some new treats. I'll do anything for a treat.
Well, what we can do, though, is help make obedience training an easy part of your life with your dog. And that's what we're always trying to do, is make it really easy for people to communicate effectively with their canine friends.
Sure. Now, tell me about the company and how Dealing with Dogs came to be.
So Dealing with Dogs came about in around 1991. It was on the new wave of puppy training at the time. In the olden days, we used to put a choke collar on a 6-month-old puppy and just kind of yank it around.
Wow.
And then Dr. Ian Dunbar and various other positively motivated trainers introduced training young puppies. And it's all kind of blossomed from there.
Right. And I've seen Ian Dunbar speak 2 or 3 times. He's a wonderful man. And, it's all about socialization and making puppies have fun while they're being trained. That's the whole premise. I would imagine, about it.
Yeah, the part of it, but also making people really buy into helping their dogs understand how to live in a people world. Our dogs come to us and they have their particular doggy way of doing things, and sometimes that conflicts with what our people rules are. So what we're always trying to do is help people help their dogs understand the rules for living in their home.
Now, Lisa, there's a lot of competition out there. A lot of companies out there who offer, obedience training for puppies.
Sure,
now,
yeah.
what separates you? What really makes dealing with dogs a little bit better? Differentiates you from everybody else?
Well, our trainers are really motivated, and our trainers actually really like people. So I think that's the first thing you need to do to be as a dog training instructor. You actually have to really like people, because it's by helping the families that we actually end up helping the dogs, right?
Of course.
I feel that way about veterinarians as well. I mean, we have to interact with clients who love their pets, but we have to go through them before we get to the pet. So it's just as important for us as it is for you guys.
You're completely right, yeah.
I work on radio. I don't like anybody. So working with these individuals who actually really care, what else do you provide that really puts you over the top, other than that one focus on really putting people first and helping people understand that, listen, in order to really get through to your animal and to work with your animal, it's not an overnight thing. It's not a pill you can take. You really have to work with your animal to move forward.
Yep, that's exactly true. And that's the sort of the concept of lifestyle obedience. Your dog is learning all the time, and whether they're learning good things or bad things, it's kind of up to us. So it's making obedience training just a daily part of your life and your interaction with your dog. It's never mean. Even the youngest child can interact appropriately with their puppy, and that's a big thing that we stress at Dealing with Dogs, is allowing the whole family to participate, because, dogs live within a family, and so everyone should be on the same page.
Right, so everybody's learning, and the dog's learning from everybody as well. I mean, if the mother goes and then comes home and tries to teach, everything by second hand, tries to teach a husband what she learned, it's probably not going to be as good as getting it straight from the trainer's mouth.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, truthfully, families are busy, and
right.
So you can't always have the same trainer coming in, and that's just the truth of a dog's life as well. People are busy, and we need to have training methods and things that can be really incorporated into someone's life with their dog.
Well, I'm going to ask you about the trainers. I mean, one of the things that I think disturbs me a little bit is there's some of these pet stores that offer training, and they're hiring on people, and essentially they're training them how to train dogs. Mm-hmm. What kind of experience do your trainers come with?
Well, I mean, I'm happy when puppies get trained in a positive reinforcement manner. So, I mean, as many dogs as we can get out there into training as possible is the best for all of us, I think. But what makes my trainers different is most of them have university educations in animal behavior, and we really strongly promote at Dealing with Dogs something called independent certification for dog trainers. So a lot of dog training is a self-regulated profession, so it can be hard for the general public to understand, where to go for good dog training instruction. So we feel that independent certification is a way to allow the general public to know that their trainer is on the ball with the most current methods, has references from various sources, and does a lot of continuing education.
Sure. So you're being very proactive in this sense to make sure that when future clients come to you and they know that their trainers have gone a little bit beyond. They've gone a little bit above and beyond other competition out there.
That's what we're trying to do. Yeah. The dog training profession needs to help educate the public about the way to train their dog.
Well, Dealing with Dogs is obviously setting that benchmark. I really, Lisa, really appreciate you being on the show. Please tell the public how to get in touch with you for more information.
Well, we have an excellent, very comprehensive website at dealingwithdogs.com, but I also am delighted to answer questions over the phone at 905-469-1555 or toll-free 1-877-DWD-DOGS, and I can help with a lot of things over the phone.
And if you can't get to www.dealingwithdogs.com, we have a link, and there's a banner on animalhouseradio.com. Click on that banner. It takes you right to Dealing with Dogs website. Lisa, thank you so much for spending some time with us on the program tonight.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot,
Lisa.
guys.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Take care. That's Lisa from Dealing with Dogs. and dealingwithdogs.com. Great. There's some interesting things you can always learn in that sense.